Hello, my name is Karina Milasevich, and I am a sales and account manager for Eastview Information Services. Eastview has been providing ebooks to libraries and researchers for over 8 years, and we've recently seen a significant increase in interest in ebooks, as well as much higher utilization from end users, we think as a result of the challenges and increased remote learning due to the COVID situation. Eastview offers ebooks in Russian, English, Chinese, Arabic, and Persian. We are particularly adept at selecting and supplying ebooks to academic libraries. For over 30 years, Eastview has offered local expertise and language capabilities, as we have staff that are fluent and native speakers in the languages that we serve. We have a deep understanding of research needs, and we covered the core resources so that librarians can focus their time on the special needs of their patrons. Next slide. Some of the key benefits of ebooks through Eastview. First off, access from any location. Access is campus-wide, and remote users can also access ebooks using IP authentication and proxy access. As ebooks require no physical storage, this allows libraries to save on physical space. Shipping and processing costs for international publications can be significant, and ebooks allows you to save on these costs. We also offer the features that libraries need and are accustomed to, including unlimited users, perpetual access, and TDM rights, as well as MARC records and EDI invoices. Next slide. So I'm going to start with Slavic Ebooks. We offer around 6,000 titles that are available from Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, covering a variety of scholarly topics, including but not limited to Judaica, cinema studies, military studies, and more. We have works from over 40 publishers, and we add more publishers to our collections every month. We offer approval plans, as well as firm and standing orders. Our ebooks are really focused on those that provide scholarly value, including popular and children's ebooks as well. We also have an agreement with Clocks to provide long-term digital storage for Eastview ebooks, as we know that having a dark archive is important to many libraries. No additional license agreement is needed for our ebooks. Our current license for our universal databases, which many institutions have, covers ebooks as well. And there are no hidden costs. Our ebooks are just a one-time purchase with no maintenance fees. Next slide. So we offer really a tailored approach, a variety of options for purchasing Slavic ebooks. We have an ebook approval plan option whereby Eastview makes selections based on the approval plan parameters that are set by the library. And then customers usually put a stop list on for specific publishers in place with existing print vendors to prevent against duplication between print and online. We also offer a P+E approval plan where Eastview selects print and e versions of monographs based on the profile. And we offer discounted prices for P+E purchases of the same book. We also have thematic collections that are available. Purchases can be made of just purchasing publications from specific publishers or by topics such as literature, Judaica, cinema, statistics, atlases, etc., and many other parameters. And then finally, we offer a la carte purchases where we can send suggestion lists based on your requirements on a regular basis, and you can select those ebooks that would be appropriate for you to acquire. Next slide. So Cambridge Archive Editions Online, we're excited to announce a special offer for all sets of this collection until spring of 2021. Cambridge Archive Editions is an imprint of Cambridge University Press. It's a publisher of primary source research collections covering the Near and Middle East, Slavic and Balkan regions, and East and Southeast Asia. It contains a wealth of historical reference materials which otherwise would remain unknown, difficult to access, or fragmentary. Considered collectively, this body of documents represents many thousands of original documents of the British National Archives, including numerous maps, documents on the national heritage and political development of many countries in chronological order. So as I mentioned, a complete set of all Cambridge Archive editions online is now available at a special discounted price. And online access to these core historical primary sources, which are all English language, are ideal for remote use by faculty, graduate, and undergraduates alike. So China National Knowledge Infrastructure, or CNKI, we offer ebooks from CNKI, which is really the most used and best known provider of scholarly material, including newspapers, journals, and dissertations from China to academic libraries in the United States. And CNKI, we're excited to announce, recently began offering scholarly ebooks as well. CNKI ebook offerings include reference works, yearbooks, and statistical yearbooks, and many other components, all on a federated platform. It includes over 14,000 titles dating from 1905 to the present, and covers a wide variety of subjects, including humanities, hard sciences, international relations, and economics. Next slide. Also from China is the China Economy, Public Policy, and Security Database, also called PISHU. PISHU contains exclusive contemporary publications by the Chinese Academy of Social Sciences. It includes research and analysis written by China's leading policymakers on social science issues, from cultural to economic development, covering all academic subjects, including international relations, economics, and hard sciences. The issues are really comprehensively examined, and as a result are considered to be authoritative and objective. Eastview's platform is organized so that end users can see the trend of any topic over time. Next slide. From the Middle East, Eastview is proud to offer the Kota Barabia collections. Kota Barabia is a pioneer creator of Arabic e-content and a distributor specializing in the Arabic language. It offers digital resources aimed at increasing and diversifying any institution's offerings from the Middle East. Eastview offers 2 ebook collections from Kota Barabia: the Modern Arab Renaissance Collection and Arab Leaders, Historians, and Philosophers Collection. The Modern Arab Renaissance Collection covers an era of industrialization, modernization, the end of the Ottoman Empire, of course, and relations with the colonial powers of the West. It includes approximately 3,000 ebooks published from 1820 to 1914. And coming from across the Islamic world with a special focus on Egypt and Syria. The second collection within Kota Barabia is Arab Leaders, Historians, and Philosophers Collection, which has approximately 5,000 ebooks. It contains canonical thought from nearly 1,000 important Arab thinkers, philosophers, historians, politicians, and theologians. It includes topics ranging from feminism to social theory to classics of literature, history, and sciences. So those works that really formed the crucible of Arab culture, religion, philosophy, and political thought today.
Thank you very much. And now I'd like to welcome Zina and Dima to the virtual stage here for some Q&A and discussion. Attendee members can give us questions in the chat or using the Q&A button. Zina and Dima, would you like to say anything about that presentation or about anything more up to date while we're waiting on questions to come in?
No, I wouldn't add too much to that, except that it was kind of embarrassing to see, since this is an old presentation, to see the offer running through spring of 2021. It's kind of funny. But yeah, I just want to remind everybody that this is an old presentation. The current one we couldn't present because of one of our colleagues got sick. But happy to answer any questions from the audience. I think this past presentation was mostly about ebooks. However, ebooks is not the only thing that we do. We have a lot of aggregated databases, which include newspapers and journals, and we do digital archives of journals go back to the very first issue.
Thank you. We do have a question here from Case Western Reserve University. Does Eastview offer EBA and/or DDA models for ebooks?
To my knowledge, we do not.
Okay.
Zina, would you add anything to that or not? No.
Okay, here's another one from Michelle Brewer. Does Eastview titles or collections cover any medical or healthcare disciplines?
You want to start?
Okay, so we actually have really good medical databases from Russia. We also cover ebooks from different publishers on medical subject as well.
Thank you.
And obviously we have titles from China.
Okay. For those of you who attended yesterday's session, there was a presentation from Kent Lee of Eastview Information Services as part of our panel in the news on the Ukraine conflict, and he covered the operations of a publisher in Kiev and the offices there in Ukraine. It was a fantastic presentation. So I have a question sort of related to that presentation. Do you continue to supply databases, ebooks, and update online resources for Russia and Ukraine during the conflict?
Yes, we do. We do understand the importance of this information, and especially at the time of the war conflict. And that is why all our databases, ebooks, and periodical databases are up to date. And we were really surprised, but a lot of Ukrainian publishers came back to work and started publishing, especially newspapers, few days after 24th of February when the war started. And of course, it's our role, and we understand the importance of it, to update all our databases as soon as possible.
Thank you. Another question from Leanne. Are the Russian newspapers current as well?
Yes, all of them appear on our database at the time or at the day of the publication.
Sometimes because of the time difference, the Russian newspapers of tomorrow can be read today.
Any other questions or comments from the audience? I hope the folks who attended today were able to catch that presentation yesterday. It was wonderful. If you weren't able to see it, there's currently a recording available. If you go to the virtual event page where you click from the email to join here, scroll down to the bottom of the page, and there should be a link to play back the recording there. So if you didn't catch it live, the recording's available. It was a fantastic session. If there are no other questions, Zina or Dima, do you want to say anything to wrap up? I know we're putting you on the spot at the last second, having to join. That's always difficult and nerve-wracking.
No, but really interested to hear other vendors.
Yeah, actually, I have one comment. If you are interested in Ukrainian resources, especially current resources and also historical resources, we do have a special page on our Eastview site, www.eastview.com, and it calls Focus on Ukraine. And you can go there and see all available resources, historical and current, ebooks, collections, and periodicals.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you to Zina and Dima for stepping in, and our best wishes are with Robert for a speedy recovery. I hope he's feeling better soon.